Hello students, welcome to our online classes. I am Mrs. Snehal Muri and today I am going to teach you and we are going to begin with chapter number 2 of civics, diversity and discrimination. I repeat again, diversity and discrimination. If you remember children, what is diversity and the meaning of discrimination we have already learned in the chapter first. So, let me first introduce this chapter to you. What are we going to learn in this chapter? Introduction. Diversity may lead to discrimination. Sometimes people who are different from others are teased, laughed at, or not included in a certain activity or a group. This is discrimination. Now, what is diversity? We have learned India is a huge and a beautiful, diverse country. Diversity is our strength, right? In spite of we are different, we are together. But many times this diversity leads to discrimination. What is discrimination? That means people are treated differently from the others. They may be teased, they may be laughed at, or they are not included in certain activities or a group. This is discrimination. That means, in short, we are boycotting someone or any person from coming in gatherings, means, or we are teasing him on basis of his caste, religion, race, sex, anything. Okay. Now, what are we going to study in this chapter? What are we going to study in this chapter? These are the points which I have mentioned here. Further, in this lecture, we will discuss each point one by one. So, first point which we are going to study is difference and prejudice. Difference and prejudice. Next one, creating stereotypes. Creating stereotypes. I know these words are difficult or you will find it a little bit difficult to understand, but further when we will discuss you will understand it properly. So no need to worry, just listen to the words. Inequality and discrimination. Inequality and discrimination. Number 4, on being discriminated against. Number 5, story of B.R. Ambedkar. And the last one, striving for equality. These are the main points which we are going to discuss in this chapter or which we are going to learn in detail. So let's begin with the first point. And the first point is difference and prejudice. Now, what is difference and prejudice? Now, first tell me, dear children, what makes us what we are? Right now, you are a student. What makes you a student? What makes you a good in English or a good sportsman? Okay, now how does it help you? How does it help you to grow your personality? Now that is based on how we live, the languages we speak, what we eat, where, the games we play, the things we celebrate. It is all helping us to build up our personality that makes what we are, right? So, this is based on the topic difference and prejudice. Now, first let us understand what is diversity. On that, we can understand what is difference. Okay, there are 8 major religions in the world. Worldwide, there are 8 major religions. Every single one of them is practiced in India. This is very important point. India is blessed with all religions. That means all 8 major religions are practiced in India. Okay, we have more than 16,000 languages. Imagine, dear children, we are having in India more than 16,000 languages that are people's mother tongue, and there are more than 100 dance forms in India. So only India is known as diverse but a beautiful country. Okay, yet this diversity is not celebrated. See, 8 major religions are there, 16,000 languages, so many types of dance forms, so many types of geographical features. We are having sea also, we are having desert also, we are having snow also. Each and everything is there in India, but then also we are not celebrating this diversity. Why? We will see it further. How? Now, how we are not celebrating the diversity? This is what we are learning about the difference and prejudice. Okay, when we meet people who are very different from us, we may find them strange and unfamiliar. That means if we meet any people who is not belonging to our state, if suppose you meet an South Indian or a North Indian boy, then you find little bit strange in him, his language or his dressing sense, everything you will find a little bit strange. Okay, when we find this kind of strangers, we act weird, we don't welcome them with an open heart, right? People also perform certain attitudes and opinions about others who are not like them. People are also means they take it clear in their mind, oh my god, this boy or this girl is not belonging to our state, that means he is not good. It's before meeting him, before understanding that person, they become a judgmental about a person, right? Here is an example of it. Example, we have different opinions of the people living in rural areas and that of the urban areas. Now if I tell you, dear children, what is the difference or the similarity of rural areas people and urban areas people? Close your eyes and think any 5 differences of rural areas and the urban areas. Then what you will think? Oh yes, rural areas people are different from that of the urban people. Rural areas people are little bit poor, they are not having that much facilities, they are not having medical hospitals, they are not having good schools, right? Whereas in urban area there are huge buildings, people live in a very luxurious way, right? So this is what you think. But have you ever seen there are so many beautiful houses which we are not having in urban areas also? These kind of houses, these kind of schools, even the hospitals we can find in rural area. That means before going there, before seeing, we make a judgment means we start judging it that it's not good, it is this and it is that. Okay, this is creating prejudice. इसी से prejudice create होता है, right? What is prejudice? Now this is very important. What is prejudice? Okay, prejudice means to judge other people negatively. Very important. We are judging people that also negatively, or we are seeing them as inferior. We are seeing them as inferior. And there is a very beautiful example over here. Thinking that English is the best language and other languages are not important. This you can deal with it every day. You're dealing. If you are living in particular society and there are few children who can speak English, those who go to English medium schools, and few of them can't speak. So automatically this comes in mind that yes, we are superior to these other children. Why? Because we are going to English medium, we can talk English, we can understand English, so we are somehow different and we are somehow they are somehow inferior to us, we are more better than them. Okay, as a result, we might not respect them, and this mentality changes our behavior towards the person, and as a result, we stop respecting those people and speak languages then who speaks languages other than English. This is very important. Because of this prejudice thinking, that means being a judgmental, what happens, we stop respecting them. So if he doesn't know English, so what, he might be good than you in maths, he might be good than you in science. What about language? English is just a language, it's not a knowledge, dear children. English is just a language, it's not a knowledge. So we should respect each and everyone. We should never think inferior about the person, any person. Okay? Prejudice in various things: people's religious belief, the color of skin, the region they come from, the accent they speak, and the clothes they wear, etc. We think before coming only, we have a concept in our mind. Oh my god, these people with the small eyes, when they come, this man came from China, we say. They are not Chinese, my dear children. If you find a person with a small eyes, all small eyes people don't belong to China. Many of them belong to our western part of the India. So my dear, northeastern part of the India, northeastern part. There are many states where we can see the people which are familiar in look with the Chinese people. So we have a belief in my mind, no, these people, they are coming from Chinese country only. So such kind of things, we have prejudice, we become judgmental, we have negative thoughts about them. So this should not happen. Our mind should be open and we should be positive over each and every person. Okay? Now, next point. I hope now difference, what is the difference and what is prejudice, you have understood. Now let's start with the next topic, that is creating stereotype. Again I repeat, creating stereotype. Before starting with this chapter, let's do an exercise. Now, what is stereotype? With this exercise, you will easily understand the concept. Now, which statement, according to you, is appropriate for a boy? I will read a statement and you're going to tell me which is appropriate for a boy or which is appropriate for a girl. Okay? First one, they are well behaved. Now, who is well behaved? What do you think? A boy or a girl? Yes. When it comes to the behavior, always in our society also, girls are preferred as well behaved, right? Next, they are soft spoken and gentle. Again it comes, girls are soft spoken and gentle. Next, they are physically strong. Physically strong, yes, you'll think always boys are stronger than girls. Next, they are naughty. Again, naughty also. Boys are very naughty. Girls are never naughty, right? They are good at dance and painting. Dancing is and painting is done by mostly of girls, right? Next, they don't cry. Yes, now also, today also, if you cry at home, your mummy will say you, boys, especially for boys, why you are crying like a girl? That means they don't cry, means it's come for boys. They are rowdy. Rowdy means, yes, you're very, very naughty. Again it's a boy. They are good at sports. Again, they are physically strong, so obviously it's again a boy. And they are good at cooking. Yes, cooking is 90% done by ladies. That means a girl. And they are emotional. Means they'll start crying with a small reason. And who are they? They are girls. In the given example, we fit all boys and all girls into an image. So we have created certain kind of image in our mind, and that society is creating around us, and society is also following that same image. Why it has been created in your mind? Because society has created it, and because society is following it, it is there in your mind also. Now, is it necessary, dear children, that they are well behaved? Are the boys not well behaved? Yes, they are. They are soft spoken and gentle. Even the boys are soft spoken, and many of the boys are gentle. They are physically strong. Do you remember Mary Kom? She has won so many medals. If she was not a physically strong lady, would she have won an Olympic medal for our country? No, it was impossible. They are naughty. Even girls are very naughty. They are good at dance and painting. So many examples of good dancers and painters are of boys. Michael Jackson, the best dancer in the world. Okay, next. They don't cry. Very important. I have seen many boys also crying. It's not that the boys are not crying, they are rowdy. Many of the girls are also very, very naughty and very, very rowdy. They are good at sports. Now, in the latest Olympics, females have won more gold than the men's. So, girls are also very, very good at the sports, and they are good at cooking. I have found more than ladies, gents cook really very well. So it's not that only girls are good at cooking. Even boys can cook delicious food, and they are emotional. Everybody is emotional. It's not particular of only a girl or a boy. It's common feeling which is natural. So, I want to say that before knowing only what we are doing, we are judging. What is stereotype? It is, let's learn. Okay, now further I will give you an example. These are all examples in which we fit that boys and girls, and there is a certain kind of image in our head which is created by the society. Now, what is stereotype? When a mistaken idea or belief is used to fix people into one image, we create stereotype. Very, very important. It's a mistaken idea or a belief which is used to fix into the minds of the people that certain kind of boys never cry. This is the image that society has created in our minds. So this kind of things, when a mistaken idea, it's a belief or a image of a boy, and this is what it's creating stereotypes. When people say that those who belong to a particular country, religion, sex, race, or economic background are stingy, lazy, criminal, or dumb, they are using stereotypes. We cannot judge any person on the basis of his country, religion, sex, race, or economic background. By doing this, we are creating stereotypes. Okay. Now there is a beautiful example. The children you see in the illustration here are seen as disabled terms. A person who is unable to walk or who is unable to use his hands, legs. What we say to them? Disabled person. But that term has been changed. We cannot say them disabled. They are just children with these special needs. Okay, common stereotypes of them are given in large letters with their own feeling. Now observe this picture. People say sort of things. Okay, see, you look so different. Okay, is her mind okay? She is drawing. She is not means she is disabled or unable to walk. That doesn't mean she can't draw, right? Is her mind okay? She is drawing. So what the society is saying? Is her mind okay? Why she is drawing? Her legs are not there, means that doesn't mean that she cannot draw with her hands. So there is a certain kind of what to say, people judge other people's in some perspective. They don't want to think out of the box. Okay, and this is what creating the stereotypes. Next, just a moment. Challenges or problems in creating stereotypes. Now, what are the challenges and problems which are creating stereotypes? Stereotype stop us from looking at each person as a unique individual. Because we are creating a stereotype in our mind, we stop thinking about a person as an individual. He is having his own personality. We stop thinking about it because we have in our mind already that he is a boy, he will not cry. She is a girl, she is very emotional. So before thinking, before knowing that person, as all the society is following such stereotype, we have or we judge that person. Okay, they fit large number of peoples into one pattern, okay, or type. Stereotype affect all of us. They prevent us from doing certain things that we might otherwise be good at. So because we are creating stereotypes, for examples, before they used to say that girls are only good at cooking, they were not allowed to go to school, they were not allowed to take part in the sports. But there were many girls who were very good in education, who were very much interested in sports, but because of a stereotype, because of the thinking of the people, we have stopped many of the girls from building up their careers. So stereotype is preventing us from doing certain things that we are good at. Okay, so we will stop with the lesson here, dear children, and remaining part we will discuss in the next chapter. In the next session. And for homework, I will give you the question answers, which I will give in the PDF form, or I will WhatsApp in the group. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed watching the video, and thank you, dear children, and have a nice day. Bye.